Welcome back to 90 in 90. We hope these topics are useful to you and help you on your path to living a life beyond your dreams. This 90-day series helps change the focus from life's distractions from the process of healing. It is not intended to replace the personal contact of in-person groups and meetings, but we hope a solid supplement to your process and path to living a life in recovery. 90 in 90 Day 85 Individual Purpose. Higher Power, help me to remember that each person's journey is their own, and not everyone is in the same place or seeking the same things. Grant me patience and understanding, so I can focus on my own recovery while accepting others for where they are. May I continue to grow, practice tolerance, and show compassion, without judgment or expectation, trusting that the path I walk is enough. In recovery, I quickly learned that not everyone is on the same journey. I imagined that everyone was just like me, in every way, but this is not the case. Some people come to meetings with the right intentions, seeking healing, growth, and change, while others might be there for reasons that don't align with the core of my understanding and needs in recovery. It's important to recognize that recovery is a deeply personal process, and each person's path looks different. As my first sponsor told me, not everyone is seeking the light, some are just escaping darkness of whatever drove them to the rooms, and this will represent in very different behavior and motivations for attendance. Some may be looking for a new way of life, while others are still trying to figure things out. It's easy to get caught up in the expectation that everyone around me is there for the same purpose. Really, we might be, but unlikely. Some are in meetings because they're following through on a court order or facing other external pressures, like reuniting a family, or to just be let back into the trust and grace of a familiar situation. Others might be coming for the social aspect or to fulfill an obligation, not necessarily because they're fully invested in the work of recovery. The old saying of, "No one accidentally finds themselves in a meeting," is pretty accurate, but what that means is different for everyone, and it is not my mission to judge the validity of their attendance. I have to remind myself that this is okay. People are in different places in their lives, and their paths to recovery are their own. What I can do is focus on my own growth and remember that the true work of recovery comes from within. It's not my job to judge or change anyone else's path, but to continue staying true to my own journey. And the good news is, it doesn't matter what the motivation is for attendance. If this way of life is a benefit to the attendee, then this is a good thing. My buddy always says, keep your eyes on your own paper. And distractions like judging others is not a luxury that I can really afford. I must always be aware that as a society of recovering people, who made a life of using people, places, and things, money, resources and attention can, and will be, manipulated. Character defects are real and no one walks in the door brimming with honesty, open-mindedness and willingness, so, keeping mindful of this, it is my responsibility to be vigilant. By accepting that not everyone is in the same place, I can release expectations and avoid getting frustrated or discouraged. Instead, I can use the opportunity to practice tolerance, patience, and understanding, not to just blindly trust, just because of the perceived common goals. After all, everyone's story is unfolding at its own pace, and my responsibility is to keep working on my own progress, regardless of where others are at. I get the opportunity to accept people just as they are, knowing that the process is ongoing, and progress, not perfection, is what is in front of me. Join us tomorrow for another topic as we continue this journey towards a more complete life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on YouTube and all other social media platforms.